In today's video I find oil, I open a door, and I dance with a wheel. Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I want to introduce you to who will be the protagonist of the channel in the coming weeks. It is a Citroen Xsara Picasso 2.0 HDI turbo diesel with 90 horsepower from April 2004, just 20 years old, and with about 155,000 miles. The Picasso, as we affectionately call it, was bought new from my parents, and now they have decided to get rid of it. So before selling it for nothing or sending it to the scrapyard, I have decided to adopt it, to recover it and allow it to surf the roads again. If possible, better than 20 years ago. As you know, I live in Germany, and as you can see, the car is located in Spain. So I won't be able to work on it as much as I would like. Basically, when I have a few days of vacation that I can dedicate to it. I start to analyze his condition a little. On the outside, I don't even know where to start. The front had a hit a few years ago, my fault, where the headlight broke, the bumper cracked, and the hood bent. The headlight was changed and the hood was hammered so that at least everything could fit in its place. We move along to the side towards the passenger door, which has since that accident rubbed against the wing, as it probably moved a few millimeters backwards. This has caused the door hinge to be destroyed, so that will be one of the first things I want to do. Change the hinge and adjust the front right wing so it doesn't rub again. As for the rest, on the outside, you can see that it has been living on the street for a long time. There is not a single panel that is intact. The plastics stopped being blacked a long time ago, and several wheel caps disappeared. Those that remain are destroyed, so something needs to be done here. Inside, the same as the outside. The light color of the interior fabrics is not anymore light, since with the time and use it is super dirty. So here I have to get to work so it doesn't feel disgusting when you touch it or sit on it. In addition, the shift knob and the bellow need urgent replacement, as it does the passenger door handle, which, due to what I was telling you before about the problem with opening the door, has been damaged quite a bit. As you can see, the door panels are coming off, so I am going to use my upholstery skills. Honestly, I have never done it, and I am going to re-upholster them with new fabric. Other little things, in addition to a really deep cleaning, are the mats, which are not original, they don't even fit, so I will buy new ones that fit like a glove. For the rest, inside I have put back the original radio. Here the one you see is a no idea which brand aftermarket radio, and I would like to put a Yatur on the original one to be able to maintain the original aesthetic and add Bluetooth and hands-free. In the somewhat more distant future, I would like to add a reversing camera and parking sensors, but we will see. Of course, I don't want to have screens in the middle, I want it to look original. I have brought the car to a workshop so I can look at it in detail and make a list, endless, of everything I think should be done. I would like to be able to do all the repairs in one go, but I won't have much time, so I will have to prioritize. Since it has to pass the mod shortly, I will take the opportunity to take it as it is, and I will complement my list of repairs with what they find. First, I will show you the engine compartment. As you can see, it urgently needs cleaning. It is scary to put your hand in here. On the upper part of the engine, you can see the rubber hose that carries the oil from the filler cap to the engine, or it is perhaps the breather hose, I don't know, it doesn't matter. This hose is part of the oil-filled tube assembly, so I will disconnect it, seal it, and clean the area well to see if it doesn't leak anymore. I will have to change the coolant fluid since the timing belt needs to be changed. So I would like to take the opportunity to clean the coolant tank, which, as you can see, is quite yellowish. Another fluid that must be renewed is the power steering fluid. You see that it is black. Also, the pump is disgusting, I suppose because it leaks from some joint, but with such a scab it is impossible to know where it comes from. So I have to clean the area very well. Going on with the fluids, the brake fluid needs to be changed, You see what color it is, it looks like coffee, and as you will see later, the front disc and pads also need to be changed. I have not checked the rear ramp brakes, but I will have to check how worn they are. Apart from this, I have to complete the annual maintenance, that is, change the fuel filter, engine oil and filter, change the intake and cabin air filter, and finally I will change the gearbox oil. More things that needs to be done, as I mentioned, is time to change the timing belt. In order to change it, the engine support from the passenger side has to be removed, so I will take the opportunity to also change it. I would like to change all the supports, since the engine vibrates a lot, but I don't know if I will have time. I am such an idiot, and I broke the lower headlight support, since I mistakenly remembered that it could be removed without removing the bumper. I am going to try welding the support back to the headlight. Now let's go and look underneath. You are going to be amazed. The skid plate, of course, does not have all the screws and is fixed with zip ties. Let's look at the good side, it has a skid plate. Oh, you see how the engine looks like underneath. The first thing to do here is clean as best as I can to carefully analyze where all that oil comes from. I am betting on the oil pan gasket, but I can't confirm it yet. What you see there, under 2 centimeters of dirt, is the gearbox drain plug. Another little thing that I have to do first, yes, is, as you see, change the steering bellows. It has 3 of them, and they are destroyed. After cleaning, I will also see if the steering fluid does not leak somewhere. As you can see, that nothing can be ruled out. Otherwise, the car does not have any rust, so in that sense there is nothing to do. Mini positive point. Let's now have a look at the brakes and suspension parts. For some time now, there has been a clicking noise in the right front wheel. I think you can clearly see how the wheel moves, right? I am amazed that this has passed the mod until now like this. On the left side it is fine, even though I have to put new steering ball joints on both sides. Regarding the discs and pads, well, you see how much board they have. Pads are not much better, so new discs and pads are coming. We take a look at shock absorbers. You can see that the bellows and bumper stops are destroyed. I don't think I will have time to change them, but it's one of the things on the list to do sooner rather than later. The silent blocks of the suspension arms, I don't know if you can see them, but the rubber is cracked. Another thing to the list. Not to mention only the bad, the bellows of the drive shafts are not cracked, and they don't seem bad at all. From this left side you can see this tube completely oiled and the steering rack also leaking. Is there any single joint that is not leaking in this car? From the right side, looking inwards, this tube makes me suspect that it doesn't come as a standard, especially because of the zip type. Although looking at the part numbers, it seems like the clamps are at least like the original ones. For now there are no problems with power loss, so we will leave it under observation. The turbo inlet pipe also leaks oil. Another thing on the list of things I have to change. Let's go to the back. The shock absorbers, of course, should also be changed. And here you can see a leak from the bearing. It goes to the list. The spare wheel, which has never been used, is like new, so yes, it has to be hard as a rock. Week 11 of 2004. Uf, gran reserva. The exhaust support, as you can see, is broken. One of the things that I will surely change in the next videos, it should be simple. As I told you before, I have to check the wear of the drum brakes. The wheels will also go out. They still could be used and they are not old, but they are from Chinese brands and I don't trust them. So as soon as I can, I will change the 4 of them. Everything is going to depend on what do I do with the wheels. If I find some original Citroen wheel caps, like the Baccarat ones, for example, I would keep these rims and put on new tires. Otherwise, I will search a set of original Citroen rims, and depending on what I find, they may or may not come with usable tires. We will see. And that's all for today. As I already mentioned, in the next videos I will try to bring back this survival to life. I hope you see it with me. Right now I am working on the car, preparing the new videos, so it will take about 5 weeks to publish the next video. The next ones will come, as always, every 3 weeks. There are cool things coming. If you don't want to miss them, please consider subscribing. If you like the content, give it a like. And if you want, you can share it with your friends, colleagues, family, whoever you want. So thank you for watching. See you. Bye bye.